goes without saying that the last 2 years have been years of tremendous change for the freight forwarding industry. I don't think I need to repeat the hundreds of headlines you see on your news feed every day about new and innovative ways in which companies are leveraging on digital. Over the course of the last year or two, SFL has worked with 125 companies in 45 different countries, and we thought it would be great to take this time to review the key trends as well as challenges we're seeing and provide some insight on strategy that could be used to make sure digital is a differentiator for you in your business, and also that digital is not just being looked at, or your digital investments, may I say, is not going to just be looked at as an expense. To outline some success stories and strategy of how you can use digital as a differentiator in your business. One of the key areas we're seeing change is innovation in change management. Time and time again, when I speak to freight forwarders or leaders in freight forwarding, I'm told that any technology initiative or many of the technology initiatives being driven by top management are facing tremendous challenges in the implementation phase. Resistance to change is not anything new. For centuries, humans have resisted change. We're used to our familiar behavior patterns, and so we are seeing innovative steps in leadership towards overcoming problems or resistance to change management. Primarily, we're seeing innovation take place through realigning designations or KPIs, making those that are most resistant to change part of the core team that's going to then enforce the change that you are bringing within your company. We're also seeing companies very successfully create new departments. Traditionally, freight forwarding has always had departments such as air freight, ocean freight, operations, finance, based on or warehousing, I guess, and we're seeing companies overcome this resistance within the organization. We're seeing companies successfully enhance on productivity and measure productivity through automation and through the use of tools such as optical character recognition software, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. This makes sure companies are able to have increased visibility of also the return on investment against this technology, but more importantly, that they're able to successfully measure the time taken by operators in manual entry tasks and leverage the power of technology to enhance productivity and then measure that impact within the business. Increased use of business intelligence provides both visibility and measurement of productivity, and so we're seeing companies advance from traditional reporting, even be it that it is from the ERP system, into more visual reporting through business intelligence software such as Power BI, for example. Thirdly, in the area of employee retention and talent acquisition, we're seeing companies remove as much as possible the mundane, repetitive, low-value tasks that drains energy from your staff and also decreases motivation. And we're seeing that being replaced by technology and automation that's then able to provide operators and new recruits the ability to focus on creating value when they do their work. We've also successfully seen companies leverage tools such as visibility platforms or even be able to use add-ons to their existing ERP that's then able to interface as a more user-intuitive and user-friendly front end for operators to enter data in. As recruitment and talent become more challenging, companies are increasingly using automation and reduction in mundane tasks to both retain and recruit talent. Finally, the use of data is seeing a transformational impact. Data is no longer being viewed as disparate sources of information on where a shipment is or a point on the map. There's a lot of initiative being taken by companies to make sure they're able to leverage on data science and being able to position data as a key differentiator for their space. data is now configured in a format where it can tell a story, and it's no longer just disparate points of information. And so where we are seeing success is when the freight forwarding or logistics business is able to utilize the data to provide insightful information to the customer or their end customer, so that the customer is able to make better decisions. This is providing not only data and visibility on where the shipment is, but we're also seeing companies very successfully transform data into data-driven stories that customers can then act on. As digital tools become more the norm, we're seeing freight forwarders and logistics companies successfully use ERP to create value addition within the supply chain. We're seeing companies leverage their ERP and the quality of the data within the company to create value addition in the supply chain. And they're doing this successfully through integrations, be it from a PO management level or to integrations to strengthen the quality of existing data. So integrations are taking place both internally within the company to other systems they may be using, such as TMS or warehouse management systems connected to their ERP. And then we're also seeing companies very successfully connect their ERP to their key clients, key agents, to be able to then extend that data from their system to their customer's system, providing and ensuring quality of data and data integrity is maintained. Within the extension of the quality of data in ERP to provide value creation, we're seeing companies very successfully leverage and utilize business intelligence, E2E, EDI connectivity, visibility and track and trace, even to the extent of providing online bookings and client self-servicing options to allow for more autonomy. Finally, we're seeing increased connectivity with government and compliance. So where e-invoicing is compulsory or compliance is mandatory, connectivity to local customs is becoming increasingly important to both prevent demurrage and detention charges, as well as ensure revenue leakage is minimized. So clients are very successfully leveraging on existing technology and the capabilities of ERP to connect with government portals and systems so that data can be passed very quickly between the two systems, and therefore the customs clearance process can be much faster, all in all reducing supply chain costs and improving efficiency within the supply chain. Just to sum up, I'd like to categorize some of the key trends we're seeing, just so that it's easy for you to recall as well. So the first is innovation in change management. The second is productivity enhancement. Thirdly, employee retention and attracting talent. And fourthly, we're seeing companies enhance on and leverage digital tools. And finally, we're seeing an increased effort for compliance to be within the ERP system. And we're seeing all of this driven by top management, and we're seeing top management, or where it's been most successful is where top management is taking an active step to ensure that digital transformation is taking place within the company, to also ensure that processes are being looked at and redefined so that they are more agile and are more suitable to the current business and working environment. And we're also finally seeing leadership really be the driving force of change within companies, and then successfully bringing in managers, operators to form important departments, and then make sure that change is able to transfer from a leadership decision into the organization itself, so that the organization is then able to leverage on the digital capabilities. Thank you so much for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you again soon. Have a wonderful day.